Hey guys, today I'm just doing a opinion video on the new recent Virginia Walmart shooting. I'm just going to give you guys some of my personal opinions on how to best approach that. My first thing I'm going to say is I'd like to see all businesses pretty much nationwide. I'd like to see them start allowing, their law-abiding workers to conceal carry. I see conceal carrying as a way that can stop these situations from happening. I mean, take the other night, uh, those 6 people that were killed at the Virginia Walmart. I mean, they're all sitting around the break room, and then in comes the worker with the gun, right? Had a couple of those workers been conceal carrying, which means they have it on in their like an inside the waistband holster, something like that, where they can keep their handgun on them but keep it concealed so that they're not scaring anybody, they're not raising any red flags or anything like that, or making people scared or worried by having it concealed. Basically, in that moment, a couple of them may have been able to pull out their own weapons and return fire on the person that was shooting at them. I mean, what we're talking about is our God given right for self defense. I think we all have the right to protect ourselves. Let's call a spade a spade. These companies, these corporate companies, they're just looking out for their own interest. Like in this case, Walmart probably tells all their associates, leave your guns at home. You know, it's our policy that no worker have a gun on them, no concealed weapons on the workers. Um, this is all just in Walmart's best interest because, they're worried about lawsuits. They're worried about, Jimmy the worker pulls out a gun and shoots someone, and then now they got a lawsuit on their hands. So Walmart is purely looking out for Walmart's best interest. They obviously don't really care about their coworkers. If they did, they would allow the conceal carry, because like in this situation, they're all sitting around the lunch break room. It's 10 p.m. In walks a coworker with a pistol. They're all sitting there like sitting ducks, just waiting to be slaughtered, right? Whereas if they were allowed to conceal carry some pistols on themselves, like all the law abiding workers, they could have returned fire. They could have maybe saved somebody's life. Maybe instead of 6 victims, it would have just been one victim because, Bobby, the guy sitting around the table, would have pulled out his concealed weapon and ended the threat. As a country, guys, we have to start thinking of things that actually make sense. And in my personal opinion, Walmart telling all their employees, you guys can't conceal carry. You guys, leave all your concealed weapons at home. All you're doing is you're putting your employees at risk by doing this. You're putting all the customers at risk by doing this. Because I know for like myself, I'm a customer. I'm a Walmart customer. I would actually feel way safer if, a couple of the staff members inside were concealed carrying. Because I know a lot of those people are law abiding, well behaved, good citizens that care about their fellow human being. They may be able to stop a threat. Let's say I'm at Walmart, I'm at self checkout, because they love the self checkout, and walks a guy with a gun. Let's say they have a couple coworkers, a couple Walmart workers that all conceal carry. They may have a chance to end that threat and save my life. Maybe they saved my family member's life because they took out the threat. So as a society, I'd like us to go back to the truth, which is we're actually safer with more good guys with guns that can actually protect everybody inside the store. I mean, you've got guys that are working for Walmart right now that have clean records. They've never been in trouble. They may be the local guy that goes to church every Sunday. They may be the nicest guy in the world. And here Walmart is telling them to leave their guns at home, no concealed carrying, which just goes against public safety. It goes against their own personal safety. Like all these employees sitting around the Chesapeake Walmart table at night right before their shift started, they're all following the rules of leaving their guns at home, right? Because Walmart is probably telling them no concealed weapons. Which, by the way, if anybody watches this video and your Walmart allows you to conceal carry, please leave in the comments so I know. but I'm quite sure that Walmart has an anti-gun policy for their employees where they tell their employees, leave your guns at home. All this is doing is making your employees less safe. It's making the customers less safe. That means if an active shooter walks in, there's no workers that can stop the threat. Honestly, you guys, as a country, we've just become really anti-gun and really soft. And that's why we're seeing over 600 mass shootings. Do you know that there's been over 600 mass shootings in America in 2022? That means that, you go to the local mall, you don't know if you're coming home that night because of how soft of a society we've become. The gun grabbers have taken over this country. They're trying to stop gun sales for good people like you and I. They don't want good guys to have guns. I don't know. I don't know why they just want all these bloodbaths. 600 mass shootings in America in 2022. It was either 2021 or 22, over 600 mass shootings. Guys, we need to start adopting better attitudes towards conceal carry, because I believe that if all those workers at the Virginia Walmart had been conceal carrying, or at least half of them, they could have returned fire right away and they could have stopped the threat right away. They may have saved other lives in the store. They may have prevented other people from being shot. So this whole anti-conceal carry thing at work, guys, has got to stop. I mean, even the organization I work for, I don't need to name their name, but they're another company that's anti-gun. Leave your gun at home. I heard another story of another corporate agency that fired an employee for bringing his concealed weapon to work. These are the same guys that could literally save you from getting your head blown off by some active shooter, and you're telling these guys leave their guns at home when they could be the one to save your life if they were armed. So we really need to just take a look back at the data, okay? There's over 600 mass shootings in America in 1 year. What's that mean? That means more good guys need to start conceal carrying so they can take out these bad people, these bad, evil people that are doing these shootings. So anyway, guys, that's just my personal opinion on the Walmart, Chesapeake, Virginia shooting. 6 people died as a result of these anti-gun policies. The workers had all left their guns at home. Did Walmart protect them in the moment? No. Where was the security? Where was the armed security? It doesn't exist. I think even their security guards are unarmed. This is all a recipe for disaster, guys. This is a recipe for failure. These gun-free zones are a recipe for failure and a recipe for disaster. That's why we have 600 mass shootings in America, because of all the gun grabbers, all the anti-conceal weapon people at these job sites telling all these coworkers to leave their guns home. That's why we have 600 mass shootings in America in 1 year, because of all these anti-gun attitudes. Anyway, guys, that's my personal opinion. Please feel free to leave your opinion in the comments. My thoughts and prayers go out to all the victims. You didn't need to die. This was all a result of this anti-gun society that they're trying to push onto us. Leave your gun home, Jimmy. You're not allowed to bring your concealed weapon here. And then he goes to work that night and gets his head blown off at the break room. He gets his head blown off because of your stupid policy. Anyway, guys, those are my thoughts. Please feel free to leave your comments in the description. Thank you so much. Hope you guys have a great one. If you like, subscribe, share, like this video. Until next time, thank you so much.